Hey, 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 Against the Grain Nation, back on the scene where everything started. Your boy Top Dog in the building, intellectual preacher coming at you with another installment of Wisdom slash Wealth Wednesday. Hopefully this video found you in great health, great spirits, dominating everything that you touch. So before I go any further, as usual, I want to give my gratitude for my continual listening audience. Continue to like, comment, share, hit that notifications buzzer so that you're aware of when we put out new content. We're going to be promoting this channel more heavily now, and transforming it over into a podcast type of situation, because I want to get more into interacting with the audience instead of always talking on camera and having you listen to that with no way of really responding besides the comments. So that's another thing. Go ahead and comment on the videos so we know that you guys are interested in the content that we're putting out. Hit that thumbs up button to activate the algorithm so that these videos reach more people. So Wisdom Wealth Wednesday. Let's get right into it, guys. Without further ado, let's get loose. So, how you do things speaks volumes, guys. How you do things, how you handle certain situations. I'm going to give you a warning for all of my younger audience listeners and some of my older ones that are still stuck in a certain type of way. How you do things speaks volumes. You do things with a malicious heart, it's all going to crumble before you. I assure you and guarantee you this. You do things with a clean heart, clean hands, and a pure heart and clean hands, you're always going to come out on top. Always. There is no mathematical formula to where you can do things maliciously, nasty, talk any type of way to certain people, and the outcome of that situation is going to work out in your favor. You got to have a pure heart and clean hands. And you want to do that for your own sanity. For every product that you put out comes from that mentality. Pure heart, clean hands, and you will be protected against the evils that come. Because what happens when you make decisions from a standpoint of recklessness, evilness, and with all type of emotions wrapped up into it? What happens? You tend to overlook things. You tend to underestimate the opponent. Things get lost because you're not clearly thinking about the decision that you're making, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to backfire on you. And at one time, you have to get extremely, extremely lucky for the outcome to work out in your favor. Now, again, I'm always going to speak to you guys from a perspective of what it is that I know, what it is that I've personally experienced. And not too many times, because I haven't been built from this from a young man, from a young age, I've never been built from the cloth of having to do anybody else wrong. I always want to congratulate others I love to see other people win. And I look at the wins of other people as a portal into me having that also. Because if someone wins that I'm connected to, that means that I can follow them right into that success, because success leaves clues. Did you guys get that? Write that down. Success always leaves clues. So I've always been cut from the cloth of, if I'm connected to someone that's highly, highly successful or has done something successful, I can follow that person into that success, because all I need to do is mimic what they've done, do the exact same thing, and I'll achieve at least the level of success that person was able to achieve. At least that level. Doesn't mean that I can't go higher, but I can never go lower if I duplicate what it is that successful person has done. So I've never been under the perception that you need to do anybody evil, you need to make any major decision in your life based off of emotion. I've never done that because I don't believe, first of all, I don't believe that's necessary. That doesn't need to be done. You can operate, once again, with a pure heart and clean hands. And everything that you're involved with, everybody that you're connected with is going to be in that pipeline of the energy and the wavelength that you're on, and then the trickle-down effect is going to happen. So that's why you want to surround yourself with other people that operate with clean hands and a pure heart, because that trickles down, that becomes infectious, guys. Watch the way you conduct things. Watch the energy that you allow around you. Now, I'm going to preface that statement because some of this stuff can get taken out of context with some people. One size does not fit all. Again, we all have to take inventory of who it is that we are and where it is that we are in this particular walk of life. Everybody is not on the same level. So don't take this message and think that it applies. You could just automatically plug this into your life and it's going to work, especially if you're not in that walk of life, especially if you know that there's work that you need to do within your framework to get you to a certain specific place. I'm not standing here or sitting here telling you this stuff having not gone through this. And I'm at a specific road and point in my life. There's levels to this stuff. So there is someone out there that knows a little bit more than I do, that's operating on a higher frequency than I am. So I can't take a message based off of that frequency level and then automatically apply it to my life, because it's not going to work, because I got some work to do to get to that level, right? That person that's on chapter 46, I can't start off on I can't be at chapter 10 and meet that person here. No, I have to continually grow until I'm at chapter 46. But what's going to happen with that person that's at chapter 46 at that point? If they continue to grow, they're going to always be at another level. They're always, because they got a head start on you. They started out on the road before you did, right? So at the end, we can all meet up at the same particular place, but we're traveling at different points in the road. So I don't want you guys to do a plug and play type of thing and say, oh yeah, I got clean heart. I got a clean heart and I got a pure heart and clean hands. But you know, you got skeletons in your closet. You know that you quick to go off on the temper. You know that you have problems and issues within your life that you have not dealt with, that you need to deal with, that are going to be imperative to the tools that I'm giving out right here. So let's summarize this whole message. Wealth, Wisdom Wednesdays. And this is more wisdom that I'm giving out than anything that's going to be wealthy or anything that has to do with wealth. Let's summarize this whole thing. Watch how you do things. Not so much. You have to watch what you do as well. But I think it's more important. And we're going to say for the sake of this video, how you do things is highly important, because you're going to end up falling on your face based off of how you do things. You're operating out of greed. You're operating out of envy. You're operating out of strife. You're operating based off emotions. You're operating based off how you feel. You're operating in any one of these veins, you're going to fall dead on your face. It's going to backfire on you. And you're going to be sitting around wondering, because your pride and your ego is way up here, and how you're operating is way down here, and there's a big gap in between those two. And you're going to fall dead on your face. And you're going to wonder why. This is the reason why we do this. Remember, invoking thought, promoting higher levels of understanding, elevating, motivating, so that you guys can go out, dominate, and be great on purpose. We're about at the 10-minute video, guys. You know I like to stay in there, but I want you guys to take this information to heart. I want you to promote the hell out of this channel, because we're going to be doing greater things now that the time freedom is actually there to concentrate on what it is that we want to accomplish with this, fulfilling a purpose. What do we want to do with the Against the Grain movement? What do I want to achieve with the Against the Grain movement? Fulfill purpose, help others get what they want, and then I get what I want by default. No monetary gain. This is the act of putting more into this world than you actually take out. Top Dog, Intellectual Preacher. Until the next time that we meet, guys, kings and queens, put on your crown, tell your story, share it with others, each one teach one, input more, output less. Top Dog, Intellectual Preacher. We'll see you next time.